Welcome to Her Health First, where Black women's health takes center stage. On today's conversation, I sit down with Tamisha and we talk about the space between her first and second surgeries. She shares what recovery has felt like, the emotions that come with preparing for another procedure, and the small moments of hope that keep her moving forward. Ready to join the conversation? Come on in. So this set is after the first surgery, but before the second surgery. So how was your recovery after the first surgery? Was it easier than you expected? Or was there anything that was easier than you expected? Or was there anything that was harder than you expected?
I think the surgery was I think the surgery seemed like it was easy.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the healing part, like, can't lift your arm. It was just like all these restrictions. Can't lift your arm up over your head. You can't lift anything over 10 pounds. You can't open the car door. You can't you can't stir the pot. You can't do this. And it's so hard because it's my right hand, which is my dominant hand. And the things that I have to do, I have to stir. If I have to stir, I have to try to hold a spoon with the left hand and stir it. And I'm like, oh, it was hard. It was tough.
Yeah.
So it was very hard for me to do it.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Was there anything that was easier than you expected it to be?
I think the process of the surgery
Okay.
was a little I thought it was going to be like kind of like long and drawn out
Right.
because they're dealing with the breast. It's you think of all the breast, like the tissue is sensitive. So I thought it was going to be like maybe like I guess like a longer process. Maybe I'm thinking, or I just thought it would be like more. And it wasn't even my breast that was painful. It was actually my arm. Under that arm, it was like when you move, like if it's too down, it's like rubbing on the skin. It was like starting to get like it like itchy. And then I really couldn't raise my arm up. So I had to find like different things to put onto my arm so that it don't rub.
Yeah.
And then it's difficult to sleep because even when I turn, I know I can't turn too sudden. When you're in a deep sleep, you don't know what you're doing when you're sleeping. So I had to sleep with the boppy around my neck, try to sit up. It's just it was a lot. I didn't.
Yeah.
That part I didn't really enjoy the sleeping part because it's like I have to sleep sitting up.
Right.
And then I gotta worry about, if I turn too sudden, whether it's left or right, is pain because my arm and the breast was healing. So it was just like it just seemed like it was never ending.
Right. Okay. So I do because we're talking about also not only after the first surgery, but before the second surgery. So after the first surgery, we had a little delay because the pathologists were on vacation. So we had a little bit of a delay. So that pushed her post-op follow-up. It got pushed back. So when we finally went in, the doctor came in and she said, well, I have some great news and I have some not so great news. And, so I looked at her, she looked at me, we like, okay.
Yeah.
So the way the surgeon explained it, you have the lump and the lump is in the breast. So of course the breast is 3D. So she took the margins that they set on the top, the bottom, the front, and the back. Then she also took extra margins on the top, the bottom, the front, the back. So they tested the original margins, they tested the extra margins in pathology. And all the margins came back clear, the original margins and the extra margins, except the one on the top. So then, that presented Tamisha with an option. What do you want to do? Do you want to go back in and we get a little bit more of that top margin, or you want to go through with a mastectomy? So, Tamisha, she put her faith in Dr. Kelleher, which, by the way, is super awesome, and we love her to pieces also.
Yes, we do.
And Dr. Kelleher, said, well, I think it would be a relatively easy surgery. Just go in, take that little bit out, and then close up. And so how did that make you feel hearing, number one, that you had to go back to surgery? And how did you make the decision to say, okay, well, yeah, let's go back in and see if we get that little bit versus the mastectomy? Because I remember in the beginning, you were like, hey, take it off. This was before everything. She was like, no, I'm going to take them off. But, then she decided, okay, we'll do the lumpectomy. So what what steered you toward doing, going back to getting just a piece, another additional margin versus the mastectomy this time?
Because I sat and thought about the healing. I'm like, if this right here with this little, incision right
Mhm.
here for that
Because it's
healing,
about this long.
and I'm saying in my head, like for that healing is if it's taking this long, like how long is going to be the the recovery? That's my whole logic of thinking.
Right,
Like
right.
how long is the recovery be if
Right.
I cut the whole thing out?
Right.
Then I think they said it was only like what 2%.
2%, yeah.
It was like
2% chance of it recurring, yeah.
it was like a 2%, or was that the cancer margin?
No, that was a 2% chance of
Of it
it
recurring.
recurring, yeah.
So it was at 2%.
Yeah.
So I'm like, being that it's at a 2%, I'm like, you know what? What's the point of cutting the whole thing? Then my
Mhm.
recovery is going to be even longer,
Mhm.
and it's going to push back my physical therapy.
Right.
I needed physical therapy because I done had the lymph node removed, and then I already could feel that my hand is like I hold it like this a lot
Mhm.
to just to protect it because the arm it hurts.
Mhm.
And I know in physical therapy, they're gonna I'm probably gonna be crying in physical therapy because it feels like my arm is so tight, the back of
Mhm.
it. I feel the pain in the back of my arm.
Mhm.
My arm sometimes it starts like the pain. I go like this.
Mhm.
I have to go like this because it's too much. Like it feel like it's just too much pressure for me.
Mhm.
So I've been trying to, I still exercise, but it's like hard
Yeah.
because I'm trying not to pop the incisions, the
Mhm.
glue, you gotta be careful, you can't move a certain way.
Right.
And then I think what I'm doing with this second surgery, I'm not having such a time with it because I
Mhm.
think because it's it was a re-incision, they have to pull it tighter.
Mhm.
And it felt like the nipple part a little bit, it feels like it's like tight.
Mm.
My so when I try to move my hand, it's like feel like it's pulling. And
Mhm.
I think when I go to sleep and I'm turning, I think I'm moving too aggressively. I'm not sure. And I end up with a little bit of like,
A little drainage,
a
yeah.
little drainage of blood. It's not
Mhm.
nothing to be, I don't think it's anything to be worried about. But I go see the doctor on Wednesday. She'll
Mhm.
let me know if it is or not, but I don't think it is.
Mhm.
But I just know I have to find a way now. I probably have to go back to sitting up sleeping
Mm.
so that way I don't move
Yeah.
too much. But I
Yeah.
was doing that for like, 2, 3 weeks and then your back get tired
Mhm.
because I'm not laying flat. So it's like kind of uncomfortable, but I have to, you know, make it work because I don't want to deal with no more
Right.
glue and no more stitches. And I just wanted to be over with so I
Right.
can get the radiation and physical therapy.
Right.
Because I know physical therapy is going to kick my butt because mind you, I had the surgery like July 26th. July 29th, I believe, and then surgery on August 26th.
I don't know. Let me look at the calendar. I don't know.
Whichever, however the days went. And I'm already, physical therapy was supposed to be started in the month of
Uh-huh.
August. So I'm already behind. And now we're in September. So I might not even
So yeah.
start
So July 29th was the first surgery.
July
Second surgery
29th.
was August
Was the
22nd.
first
Yes.
surgery, and then August 26th was the
Yes.
second.
Yeah.
So I'm already behind. So just
Right.
imagine if I have to wait until pathology come, I might not get the physical therapy till October.
Right.
And my hand is like it's the right arm.
Yeah.
It I'm telling you, it's even though the incision is so tight, it's
Mhm.
painful. Taking out that little lymph node, that is more painful to me than the breast
Right.
itself.
Well, something that apparently I was supposed to do after my shoulder surgery that I didn't remember. I got
Mm,
fussed at that. I didn't remember to do. What do they call them? Pendulums, I think is what they call them. So if
mm,
you in the shower and you just bend over and you let that arm hang and
mm.
do small little circles with it.
Oh,
Just
okay.
try
I might
that.
have
See
to
if that
try.
helps relieve some of because then you wouldn't and you probably have to hold the breast, but
Yeah.
you can let that arm hang and then
Okay.
just kind of see,
Circular.
start doing those little motions, see if
Okay.
that helps
I just be
relieve.
going like this, moving the arm back and
Yeah.
you
But
know,
try it when you do the pendulum, because gravity is
okay.
holding it. So you
Holding it.
just do, yeah,
Look.
do the small circles. Yeah. Once you bend over and that arm is hanging, you just make small little circles.
Feel a little robotic. That right arm feel robotic.
A mess. All right. So if you could send a message back to yourself before the first surgery, what would you say?
I mean, with the first surgery, I just thought it was gonna be one and done.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I'm saying to myself, should I just have got it and cut it off in the beginning?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I would have been in, because that was in July, then
Mhm.
it would have been all I would have been in at the end of this month would have made month 2 of
Mhm.
healing. That's what I'm thinking in my head
Right.
because now I have to wait on for the pathologist to let me know, well, is everything good or not?
Mhm.
I think the waiting game is kind of like getting to me because it's
Yeah.
like you don't know whether you're gonna get the good news or
Right.
they're gonna say, oh no, is this or that. I don't,
Mhm.
you don't know. Because now that it already came back that they did what they were supposed to do, took a little extra and it was still some there.
Mhm.
It's kind of like, you know, should I just have went with my gut instinct and just told
Mhm.
them to take it off in the first place? But you never know until you go
Mhm.
through it. So it's like I would have never known what the outcome would have
Right.
been. So it's just like one of those things you could say you woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Mhm. Mhm.
So we'll see now. If they say anything other than what it's supposed to say, then they could definitely remove it.
Right.
It won't
Right.
be no point of even them telling me. They could say it's for 5 minutes, 2 minutes,
Right.
a 1 minute surgery. I'll just tell them just take everything, just
Right.
take it all off
Yeah.
because it wouldn't make no sense for me to go back and keep.
Right.
No,
Yeah. That's
no,
a lot. That would be a lot.
no.
I will tell y'all also something that I learned when we were doing the follow-up. So Tamisha had invasive cancer, which is one that has come out of the duct. Then she also had some areas of carcinoma in situ, which
Mhm.
they were in the duct. Now, I didn't know until we went to that follow-up appointment. Well,
Yeah,
we didn't
yeah. We
know
didn't know that.
that chemo doesn't kill the cancer that's in the duct. I was like, really? We had no idea. So that's why now she had to have the extra surgery because some of that carcinoma in situ was still there. So it's not
Mhm.
technically not cancer, but it's a precursor for
Yeah,
cancer.
yeah,
And the likelihood that it would turn into cancer is very high.
yeah,
So that's why had to have, we talked about the margins, the
yeah,
extra margins, and then they had to go in and take some more.
yeah,
So yeah, I didn't know that.
yeah.
I don't know how many of y'all knew that, but I did not know
We
that
didn't know either.
chemo does not kill cancer in the ducts.
And
That's
that was
wow.
yeah, that was, like, wild to me because I'm like, it makes, like it takes out all your
It
like,
messes with everything
messes
else.
with
Yeah.
everything else, your neuropathy,
Yeah.
then you have, like, I don't know, now I'm starting to hear, like, ringing in my ears.
Mm.
I know that's one of the things they say
Mhm.
you
Mhm.
get, and like, your tongue messed up, your taste buds messed up,
Yeah.
you lose all your hair, like,
Yeah.
all your hair is gone,
Yeah.
but then they're saying it doesn't mess with like, it's just
Right.
the body is just very interesting. I'm
Yeah.
just, like, saying in my head, like, a body is very interesting. So
Yeah,
this
that's wild.
chemo, it only attacks what's outside, but
Right.
not what's inside, but it's still part of your body, like
Right. And it kills all this other
and it
stuff.
kills all the other stuff. It's things that you wanted.
Mhm.
Well, not you may not need it, but you want it.
Yeah.
It kills it.
Your
Like
nose hairs.
yeah, but definitely my nose hair. I don't think my nose hairs. I don't even know if they're the
They're not
same.
back.
I think they're back, but I don't even know if it's the same.
I want to update. We do have hair.
I
Okay.
do have hair.
We have hair.
It's not the
Okay.
same. It's a different type of hair,
It
but
is. It's like fuzzy.
it's so fuzzy. Then I have a
It
whole
is.
bunch of grays.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my! I think it's mainly on the right side for some reason.
Mhm.
And I'm
Mhm.
like, what is really going on? Like, is it going to stay like this
Yeah.
or is it going to grow out? And then I have like it's for some reason, I
Oh,
have
your
two,
patches.
I have three patches. I have a patch here, and then in the top is like it's like patchy. It's hit or miss.
Yeah. It's growing in
But
though.
it's growing this, but it's still hit or miss.
It used to be smooth.
And like I could touch it, it felt like
Yeah.
a baby. If I used to rub it all the time, it felt like a baby, but it felt good though. But
Yeah.
it felt like a smooth like baby. Let me not say baby butt, but smooth like
Yeah.
baby skin because
Yeah.
baby butt sounds a little,
A little
not
questionable.
like not the what I was trying to say, but it's smooth like a baby, baby smooth.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now it's growing in. I got a little peach fuzz.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
one day I'll show y'all when maybe I'll show y'all once it grow in more.
A little bit. Yeah.
A little bit more. I don't like it's the patches. I don't want y'all to see me
Yeah.
with the patches. I think you just be like, what's the, like
Yeah, we'll
kind
just
of.
get you a cute little lineup. You'll be
Yeah, we'll get me a
cute.
little tie. I used to wear my hair short back in the days anyway.
You'll be
Like
cute.
this don't bother me. Like a lot of people like, oh, it don't bother me
Right.
because we cut our hair off with scissors.
Will do.
We don't our hair grow long. We'll cut it off. We get
Will do.
aggravated. That's just how we are.
Will do. Will do.
We'll
Yeah.
change the hair in a minute. I could have braids,
Hmm.
and if the braids are taking too long to come out, I would just cut them all off with the scissors,
Yeah.
and that would be it. I have no problem.
And she is not lying. She has done it.
I do.
I have walked into the bathroom and seen her cutting her hair off with scissors. I was like, "What are you doing?" She was like, "Oh, it was taking too long to unbraid these."
It really was. It was like it felt like forever, and I was just like, "This is just too much."
Yeah.
I think I just got maybe overwhelmed with the process, and I
Yeah.
did it for days.
Yeah.
Like I did it, and I was like, "I'm still not finished yet."
Right.
And it was like, "How much?" And I looked. I'm like, "No, I'm not doing this no more." Bloop, 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 and it was gone.
And that's why I know I cannot sit down anywhere and have anything done
Yeah,
for a long time. I can't. I don't have that kind of patience.
no,
So
our patience
yeah,
sucks
when it
when it
comes to
comes to
doing hair,
sucks.
well, that is it.
Thank y'all
That's
for
it for
listening.
us. Yes, as always. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being patient with us as life lives. And we are going to try and do a better job of
Yes,
documenting, the doctor's appointments day to day,
try to do
kind of recording, right after the
that.
doctor's appointments and stuff like that.
Yes,
We're going to try to do
do
better
better. Yes,
doing that. But as always, we thank you for tuning in. We thank you for listening. And we do hope that you or someone you love
yeah.
is able to take something away from something we talked about today. And like we always say, if you ever want to share your story, you want to, just chat with us, we're here.
Yes,
We
we
don't
are.
record videos, but we
We're still here.
but we be here,
Here,
okay?
we'd love for someone to share their story.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely. If you'd like to share your story with us, definitely
please do.
contact us. You could send us a DM or a
Yes,
message or
please.
whatever. We have many ways that you can contact
Yes,
us. So yeah,
please do.
definitely. Because we'd love to hear your stories and hear, how yours may be similar to
Mm-hmm.
Misha's or how it may be different, something that we can learn from you.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
definitely reach out to us. But we love y'all. We're so grateful for you
Great.
guys. And we thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will see you
Thank
next
you.
time. I can't do it. I can't do it. So
Bye. Peace,
ditto.
love, and happiness.
Thanks for putting your health first with us. Subscribe, share, and stay rooted in your healing.